Welcome to the Michigan Runner Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Really good athletes themselves. My grandfather turned down Notre Dame and the Dodgers as well for playing. So he would have been to every match, every sport, everything, and they probably would have been absolutely thrilled that I was a shooter because they were big shooters. They actually, as his family story goes, that they came into, I think it was Yellowstone, and they refused to unload their guns. They actually camped out in front of Yellowstone and said they would never be disarmed. So I come from a long line of Second Amendment shooters, I guess.
You think you'd be a better shot than the Indian fighter?
You're
better.
I definitely know that shooting a gun is a lot faster than I would be coordinated with an arrow. Just saying. But it's funny, my dad, we were laughing because we did the DNA test, and he has Indian in him. So I don't know where that came from, but we're having a lot of fun doing our genealogy and stuff. And I know me personally, I did my DNA, and I came up with Pacific Islander, 1% Pacific Islander. So that's unusual. So I'm like 99% or 98% European or Europe, 1% Asian, and 1% Pacific Islander.
You think if you didn't make the U.S. team, you could maybe try to make it for Pacific Island?
I don't know if it counts. I got one drop in me somewhere, but
They might take it.
We'll see. I think it's from way back. But you know what they're known for is their blonde hair. So who knows?
What's your routine like when you're competing to kind of get into the game mentally? Because it seems like shooting is a very mental.
Shooting is a very mental game. Every athlete's different. I know for me personally, I like to listen to music. I like to do things that are much more like what I do at home every day. Play games, play cards. I know a lot of the team members will play cards and we'll have a lot of games going even during the Olympics.
Okay. What kind of card games are you guys playing?
We play everything, even board games. So everything from hearts to spades to euchre to all kinds of types of games. So
it's sort of just distracting your brain or exercising your brain in a different
well,
way.
I think it just gives us something to do in the meantime, in the interim in between each round.
Can you and Brandy both make the team?
Actually, it's me and a young girl, Morgan Kraft.
Oh, Morgan,
so
okay.
Morgan's already made the team. Like I said, I was really sick last year, so this year I'm earning it through the point system. And so there's 2 women going this year to the Olympics, which was the first. And all the other years, there's only been 1 lady.
And this is your 3rd gun you're on now, right?
Yes.
So Old Faithful came back to you.
Yep.
How did it was stolen, and then how did it come back?
So I had a gun stolen from me. I was actually stalked for the gun, my gun and my medals. They only got my gun. They ended up getting it, and I ended up recovering it about 6 to 8 months later, or 6 to 9 months later, and it just was a total fluke. The guy was on parole for assault with a deadly weapon, and he ended up violating his parole of some sort, and they went in and did a raid and found my gun under his bed. And the rest is history from there.
But you're already onto another gun?
I'm on to another gun. I shoot a Beretta DT-11. It's an over and under 12 gauge shotgun. Lots of technology, lots of new things going into their gun, and it's been a great fit.
Was there one in between though too?
There was another one that I had shot temporarily in between there, and then I obviously had my son and then made the switch at that point.
Is the Old Faithful gun in a place of
Still
honor?
in the safe. Still in the safe. I haven't named this gun at all. I got to get some gold on it, I say, before I. But it's won a lot in the World Cups. I medaled every World Cup, not last year, but the year prior, and had some really good, strong finishes last year, and then moving on into this year. So we're really happy with the way everything's going and the progress of everything.
I think they were called Glenn Eller either losing a gun or having a gun stolen or something like that.
No, he lost his medal.
And it really threw him off, I think. I think he lost a gun at one point.
I don't know if he lost his gun. I know he lost his medal. His medal was actually stolen. It happened, I think, somewhere down in Texas somewhere. I'm not too sure where it happened. But yeah, he actually ended up losing his Olympic medal.
I guess I'll see it. I guess they're never going to get it.
An Olympic gold medal.
Kim, you've accomplished so much. What do you have to prove now in Rio?
You know, I think it's just more personal, you know, going for that perfect score, really just taking it one at a time. I really don't have anything to prove other than to myself that I can do this and really show my son that you can have a goal or a dream in life and obtain it. And so my big thing this year is to take my son and have him see it. I don't know if he'll remember it, but we're hopeful that he will. And just really, you know, let him have the experience. And obviously want to bring home those medals to the U.S.
Is the pressure off you?
I don't think the pressure is ever really off because, you know, I'm going 6 for 6 and for that perfect score. So, I mean, I don't think it's ever off. But with that being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I think that's what keeps you sharp going into the match and, you know, keeps you on point and looking for more and hungry for more.
Describe having a gold medal placed around your neck and being up on the podium. That's got to be special.
You know, every emotion hits you at once. You want to run, scream, cry, jump up and down, and you just really don't know which one to do first. You know, it never gets old. Each journey is unique. I know when I was 16, I don't think I really realized what it was I had done until I gotten home. But, you know, now being, 36, you know, life and priorities and things change. You have much more of appreciation for things and realizing what it means to be an American and what it means to have the honor to stand up there because very few people get to do it once, let alone 6. So I feel very, very humbled, very, very honored.